A very good morning to everybody. Hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. Thanks for clicking on to the Saturday edition of Vogan's European Outlook. Very chilly waters developing across the North Atlantic. Waters have been cool west of Ireland over the last couple of months here, but certainly the waters have been continuing to cool over the North Atlantic, and we've got a significant negative anomaly here extending from the UK up towards Greenland. And that is very interesting, very eye-catching. In fact, you can see here the drop from the 22nd of May. It has just nosedived, and we've reached, as of the 19th, a peak in terms of cooling over the North Atlantic. So that is very interesting. It's also very interesting when you look at this and you relate it to the Madden-Julian oscillation, which is kind of going to hold in phases 1 and 2. Cold phases, where, of course, this was the phases that was seen that produced the cold April and May for Europe. Obviously, things are different now that we're heading into the heart of the warm season, of course. You've got different parameters, you've got different influences. Of course, the sun's stronger, and the atmosphere responds differently at different times of the year. But certainly very interesting, the significant drop in North Atlantic sea surface temperatures, the Madden-Julian oscillation holding in phases 1 and 2. The North Atlantic oscillation is expected, according to the GFS ensemble, to go kind of negative here, which is quite interesting. And if you look at the GFS ensemble for the Northern Hemispheric view, this is the upcoming 5-day period. Now, of course, we've had somewhat of a deluge over the southern half of England over the last 24 hours. Yesterday seen parts of the south of England receive over a month's worth of rainfall just yesterday alone, and the culprit to that is a trough over the Bay of Biscay that has been continuing to feed a lot of energy through Spain, France, into the southern half of the UK. We're going to see more waves of energy, convective thunderstorms lifting up through France and into the UK over the next few days here as well. So we're not out of the woods yet in terms of particularly the southern half of the UK. Ireland, the north of England and Scotland, largely quiet. We do have a few showers to speak about today, but things generally speaking are fairly quiet. But this is the upcoming 5 days. This is the 6 to 10 day, and you can start to see what's taking place. We've got more of a positive, reflective of that negative NAO over the North Atlantic. And of course, when you've got a positive here, a positive over Eastern Europe, you tend to get that negative in between, and that would be over the UK. And of course, like I say, the cold waters between Greenland and the UK have a trough over the UK. You're pulling in air from that cold water. Look, folks, we could be talking about some very chilly days for the end of June as we go forward here. So very interesting, that's for sure. And even in the 6 to 10 and the 11 to 15 day of the GFS ensemble, we've still got that positive here over the North Atlantic and Greenland here. So we've not got the models indicating through probably even into the early portion of July. We don't seem to have that ridge centred near the UK. It's centred over the North Atlantic, and it's centred over Central and Eastern Europe, which indicates to me that we're going to have a continuation of fairly low heights, and of course that would indicate more in the way of chillier temperatures here overall. Finally, let's look at the 2 meter temperature anomalies here of the model. Just 2 seconds here. I'm going to pull up Europe, and we can have a look and see what it's indicating here, because I see very little change. And folks, this idea has been on the table for quite some time. Now here we go. GFS ensemble 2 meter temperature anomalies look like this. This is the upcoming 5-day period. Below normal across the UK and Ireland. Look at Spain and Portugal, and even look at France. The majority of the heat is from Germany eastwards, and there's no denying the fact that we've had some crazy heat across Central Europe, but temperatures further west have been somewhat subpar compared to what the models indicated. The 6 to 10 day period of the model looks like this here, and this of course takes us to the very end of June. We've got a little bit of above normal across parts of Scotland, and the reason why is because we've got low pressure here to the south, and we've got high pressure that kind of builds in over the top, over the north, which would indicate some slightly warmer days. And finally, the 11 to 15 day will have a little bit of a positive anomaly over the UK. But I think the trough is going to try and maintain itself somewhat through the remainder of the month and even into the early portion of July. I think unusually cool days will become a theme as we go into the month of July, or certainly at the end of June, based on what I'm seeing at the moment. That's it for today. Hope you have a great day, and I'll be back probably on Monday. Bye for now.